Hey guys, it's Psycho Horror here, and welcome to an episode of Career Mode. I actually had an editing failure, but we're into the league now, and I failed. I didn't show you the first game. I forgot to press the record button, and well, basically I failed pretty hardcore. But it doesn't really matter because we tied that game. I scored, I think, in the 70th minute after they scored in the early stages of the game. Decided the game 1-1, and that was an alright result. You know, first game tie, at least we didn't lose, so that was obviously nice to see. We go into the second game here. I think it is a man, I don't know what team it is against. But I decided to try Hernandez up front. It's against Ponferradina. Excuse my ignorance on the Liga Adelante teams. I know about maybe half of them, the other half not so much. But we went into this game. We wanted to look for the win, of course, to get our first win of the season, which would give us 4 points out of 2 games, which would not be bad at all. Obviously, we're looking for that finish. I want to finish top 2, but at least finish top 6, which would give us that playoff spot. But top 2 is that kind of where we want to be. But if we're not in the top 2, I won't be too worried as long as we get promoted. And there, right in the early stages of the game, we create a good chance there for Hernandez, but he just doesn't manage to get ahead on the ball there. And they do some nice skill here to get past, I think that's Zuma there. Play through to Yuri, and he puts in a good cross. And in my opinion, my keeper was a little bit too slow there. And a few of you guys have been saying, like, get a new keeper, get a new keeper. And to be fair, after trying out this keeper in these 2 games, I haven't really been impressed. And yes, I do want to get a new keeper. You are extremely right. So stay tuned until the end of this episode, where it's actually transfer deadline day and we start doing some keeper action. But here's some great skill from Hernandez to get through. Puts in a cross. Nahar doesn't get to it, but Mandi does, who plays it to Nahar. Who just a little Ronaldo chop there, who finds Bustos, who finds Nacho Cases, and look at that skill. That is some amazing ball control there, but that, to be fair, that is a fabulous save from the goalkeeper there. To keep the score 1-0 for them, and that made us go to halftime 1-0 down, which was obviously a little bit disappointing. But, you know, I was playing well, and like I stated last episode, which was still a live episode, this is the first one that's kind of not live, anyway, like I said, I really like the feel of this team, and it feels like a team that's able to, you know, do a lot of damage. And here, Hernandez plays a great through ball to Nahar, who, to be fair, takes a terrible shot right at the keeper. He's not exactly the goal-scoring winger, Nahar, regardless of him being a good player. But the ball falls perfectly to Adel Hernandez, who slots in the finish from the volley, which, to be fair, it wasn't the easiest shot to shoot from that kind of... but he finds himself in some space, and that is a great finish to make the score 1-1. And we were still going to be looking for that 2-1 goal, but we're into the 85th minute, and I'm just like, oh god, no. Some terrible positioning by my defenders, and, you know, to be fair, what can I say? That is a beautiful goal. Fofo in the 88th minute manages to make it 2-1 for them, and I was so disappointed. I did not want to lose like this. So obviously I went looking for that goal. I went ultra attacking. And I was actually talking to my friend on Skype while playing this, and I was just raging really hard. But anyway, Nahar got the ball here, and I was just looking for that. I was in the attacking zone. Nacho Cases, who went down to the wing, who found Nahar there, and he just finds Hernandez in the box, and he kind of gets stripped. He gets the ball back. He takes a shot, and boo bang, bada bang, off the post into the back of the net. That is a beautiful finish by Adel Hernandez to make it 2-2 in the 90th minute. Absolutely beautiful. Exactly what we want to see from Adel Hernandez to get us those crucial match-winning goals, and that's exactly why we bought him into the team, or loaned him into the team, because he's going to be a crucial player for our promotion hunt, and that is exactly what he did there by salvaging us the 1 point. 1 point is better than no point. In the last minute of the game to make it 2-2, which was really important because that kept us we are still unbeaten in the league so far, which is obviously really nice. And 2 draws, you know, it's quite alright since you know, it's the first time I've ever playing with this team, new players, you know, so getting a draw is not too bad out of my first 2 games, but I still wanted that win, you know, and obviously I had to get those wins if I wanted to get promoted. But 2 draws, you know, it was not the end of the world, considering the fact that I still like, this was the 3rd game I played with this team, and I was still unbeaten, and two unbeaten games in the league, and so you can't really complain, you know. Either way, we have a game coming up here against apparently against, I have no idea what team that is, but they're fourth in the league, or were fourth in the league, Numancia apparently. And look at this fixture congestion. Anyone? 2 games right off the bat of each other in I think 2 games in 3 days, which is not what you want to see with one resting day there. Not exactly nice, but what could we do? We jump right into this game, hoping that we can do our best. We're at home, which is obviously really nice, and we make them play in their away kits. And we go and look at the fitness on some players. Not really great. I take off Nahar. I decided to put on Carmona with his 4-star skills. So put on Trejo, the pace master. Not exactly that pacey, but he has decent pace, decent acceleration, which is like the biggest thing. So yeah, by the way, you can see a message some of you sending me, you want to play a match, and often I'm up for it, but in this time, often I'm going to be recording career mode when I'm on FIFA. So, but if I'm on Ultimate Team or something, you can just send me a message and I probably will play a game with you. But either way, that's the team we decided to go with. A few tired players, but still decent fitness on all of them. No one has yellow fitness or anything. So we went into this game hoping that we could get our first win of the season. Like I said, against Numancia, we were playing at home in those nice kits. I really like the kits. Some of you were saying like, well, it's red. What if the other team is red? Both your kits are red. It's like, yeah, I guess, but I doubt it's going to be that big a problem. But just look at this through ball there to Trejo, who kind of gets tackled. The keeper puts the ball away. There's Bustos to head it back to Benzia, and that is a fabulous finish from Benzia. Absolutely beautiful. What can I say? And I was really chuffed with that, making us go 1-0 up in the 19th minute after some good attacking play first. The keeper gets it away, but the ball falls back to Benzia there, and that's a great touch and just a beautiful finish on the outside of his foot. Nothing the keeper can do that. Bottom lower right corner. So really happy with that. Sorry, I thought I heard a sound. I was supposed to be alone at home. I was really scared. I was like, what the hell? Thought someone was coming in, but oh, it's probably just the windows creaking because it's so cold outside. Sorry about that. I'm kind of unprofessional, but you guys know the deal. Either way, they come right back at me though, and they put in a cross, and I don't know what my defender was doing there. Absolutely. Look at that. Why would he do that? That is just. Sometimes the defending on this team, and again, my keeper not as quick as he should have been. Going forward, I like this team. Defensively, it's not that great, but look at that finish from Carmona. Like I said, attacking-wise, I have great options, and a lot of the players are very good at long shots, and that is just a beautiful finish. And I was really chuffed with that again after going 1-1 to 2-1. It's always really nice to pull a goal back. It's always nice to sustain that lead, and to be fair, that is a beautiful finish. But like I said, I wasn't really happy with the goalkeeping, nor the other defender, Borja Lopez, I think his name is, and he's actually been decent for me. So mostly it's just been the keeper. Obviously, Zuma is a great defender there, but definitely. We actually go in after this game and we look for a new keeper. The center back pairing can still stay. I wasn't too bothered by that. That was just even players like Piqué or Vidic or Thiago Silva will make those kind of mistakes in this game. But look at that carnage going on inside my mocks. And to be fair, that is a decent save by my goalkeeper. But I still don't feel that he was good enough. But I go on the counter attack here with Benzia running to the wing, tries to find Hernandez, but the defender gets in the way quite well. And but either way, I was still feeling really positive about this game. I was feeling that I could sustain my lead, and which I did, as the game ends in my first win of the season, 2-1, guys. Really chuffed with that. Benzia and Carmona on the score sheet, and no goal scored in the second half, but a very good game from Benzia there, getting the man of the match, 8.2 rating. Really chuffed with that, and that gave us the first win of the season, which means that we have 5 points out of 3 games. Which is, it could be much more. It could be three wins. But, you can't really complain with a new team. Anyway, I go out. I look for a keeper. There's Jack Butland. Obviously a great keeper. I kind of look through all the other ones. But I decided to put Butland on my short list. He's currently on loan, so I can't even buy him. Then I see this guy, Leali. Apparently he has great potential up to 88. A lot of you have been saying, like, get Leali, get Leali. Sadly, I couldn't get Butland, so I tried to offer for Leali. It was rejected though because he recently moved to the team, so I tried to offer a loan offer with a future fee because I really want to buy him, and that does not really work out either, which is quite disappointing because Jack Butland and Nicola Leali are both keepers with amazing potential, because they can't agree to this deal because they're not looking to loan out Leali at this time. And what could I say to that? I was just like, oh, okay, well, shit happens. I decided to offer another loan though. I decided to offer more future fee. I decided to offer, you know, 3 million for Lally future fee, which I would pay at the end of the season. But for some reason they wouldn't offer allow me to offer that much for a future fee. Send me, you know, write in the comment section below if you've had this. Even 2 million. I don't know why this is. Leave a comment saying why I wouldn't be allowed to send such a big future fee offer. Leave a comment if this ever happened to you. It's never happened to me, so be sure to leave a comment on that, because I got a little bit confused. So I decided to just offer more money for them, but I doubt that would work as well. So we just sent that offer in, and we never got him. However, I found this guy, Mika, which is actually a Finnish name, which is quite funny. But this guy was 21, and apparently he has potential to go to like 84, 85, which means he can grow up to like an 88 in the future, because that's just the average potential. Which meant that he looked like a really, really, really solid keeper, and actually he was loan listed. So I was like, oh mate, I have to do this. So I decide I'm gonna offer him a loan, and after he's been on loan for me, then I will try to look into buying either Lally or Butland. But we really needed a keeper. I felt that we needed a keeper because our current keeper wasn't good enough, and we couldn't get Lally and we couldn't get Butland until next season. So I thought, why not get this guy on loan who looks really decent and he's loan listed, and then that way at the end of the for the next season we could either get Butland or Lally. And that was a pretty good idea, and thankfully they accepted it, and we got this guy on loan who actually looked like a very good keeper. Played in Benfica, only 70 overall, but he had potential to become like 80 or something. So that was obviously really nice to see, and I was, you know, happy with that. And then is there something else here? Oh yeah, and then just, you know, transfer deadline day, 30 million spent today, so not really too bad. And also apparently Trejo had suffered a pulled hamstring, so he would be out for 3 weeks. But either way, that will wrap up this episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a like. That always really helps. Leave a comment about the transfer thing. Really confused about that. And yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this new career mode. I certainly am. I'm really excited to get it going for you. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe as well. So yeah, it's been Psycho Horror here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have, leave a like. Thank you, and bye bye.